يعد من أنجح رجال الأعمال في المنطقة، وهو الرئيس التنفيذي لمجموعة براندز الذي نجح في تنمية وتطوير مجموعته لتصبح العلامة التجارية الأم للعديد من العلامات التجارية بأكثر من 50 فرعاً في العديد من الدول. رحبوا معنا بالملهم توفيق كريدية.
My name is Toufic Kreidieh. I am an entrepreneur and the founding partner and CEO of Brands for Less BFL Group. I always believe that winners are not people who never fail, but people who never quit. Struggle is an important thing for you to really achieve your goals in life. I believe that it is my struggle that have allowed me to reach these heights and build a successful business with over 85 outlets in the GCC and Malta today. It's important to understand that only through struggles that one can have the strength to overcome challenges. Today, our life is a learning curve, and in every moment of life, we gather information, and gathering information is education, whether you are in a classroom or on the street. So you go out every day and try to catch new information that will really strengthen your character and give you more insights about life.
Hello. Thank you for inviting me for Zayed talk. I'm really honored to celebrate with you the innovation, entrepreneurship, and the spirit of excellence that defines this country, UAE. Today, I'm pleased to stand here before you as a CEO and entrepreneur. And to be very frank with you, I am not a real motivational speaker. I'm a person who really worked hard in his life, went through a lot of struggle, and found my way in this country of opportunity, the United Arab Emirates, and was able to make it. And the minute I shared my story with the Gen Zs, with the young people, they saw in it motivation. And from that point onward, I was always being invited to come and speak about my story. So I'm proud to call this country, UAE, my home. It's the country that I grew my business in. I grew professionally, and even I grew my family in this country. Sheikh Zayed, may his soul rest in peace, laid foundations for this nation that today has become a beacon of hope. It's not only of hope, it's also of inclusivity and perseverance. Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it, 3 stories. Hoping that will not in some way inspire, it will some way inspire the future entrepreneurs and innovators that will strive and build upon the foundations that late Sheikh Zayed has laid in this nation. The first story is about capitalizing on your challenges and turning them into opportunities. Today, to be very frank with you, when I was young, I had a very challenging upbringing, growing up in Beirut during the Civil War. Lebanon at that time was going through a lot of turmoil and difficult economic challenges. Despite this, I was always curious and hungry to learn. I did exceptionally well in school. I might not have been the most or the smartest kid in the class, but for sure, I can say I was one of the most hardworking among my peers. I learned early on to take the opportunity. the opportunity that is given, no matter how small they seem, and turn them into something bigger and better. When I was younger, like any teenager, I was a person or I was a child looking to really have a very joyful teenage life. But I also had responsibility towards my own family. I started working part-time jobs from the age of 13 to help them out in any way possible. I took different part-time jobs during the course of my life, including selling gasoline, selling insurance, building supplies. Throughout these part-time jobs, I learned the importance of managing my finances, exceeding customer expectations, and keeping always a positive vibe. It wasn't all romantic though. My first job was at a tiny grocery store where I helped the owner with various day-to-day tasks and was paid as low as a daily wage of $5. My days used to start 5 a.m., where I was constantly on my feet, juggling task after task, but I loved it. Throughout these part-time jobs, I learned the importance of managing my finances, exceeding customer expectations, and keeping a positive attitude. It wasn't all romantic though. The way that people perceive you as a person who's doing these small part-time jobs is not really rewarding at that time. But at the end of the day, it's a matter of what we are learning and how we are building our character for us to be able to deal with any difficulties in the future. At that job, I loved being able to meet and be exposed to different types of customers who had different professions and who treated the small convenience store as their socializing ground. These encounters turned out to be priceless later on. Let me give you an example. During my time at the grocery, I used to help the owner with, for example, maintaining the fast-moving items, making sure they're always restocked before they really run out from the shelves. Being close to the owner taught me the importance of listening to customers. His customers would come and socialize, and sometimes they are coming from abroad, and they would bring back with them some ideas about some products and ask about the availability of these products. And however, those small hints never left neglected by the owner at that time. He made sure to tap into that market by contacting suppliers, trying to find these items for his clients to supply them at his store. None of this had even a hope of any practical application in my life. But more than 10 years later, when my business partner and childhood friend, Yasser, we embarked on our entrepreneurial journey, we reapplied this exact lesson. The BFL Group was founded on the realization of a gap in the market by creating something really niche. It was introducing the off-price module to this part of the world, which for us at the beginning, it was an uphill battle due to the fact that this type of business was not popular or was not known in this part of the world. So based on these gaps and trying to fill these gaps and trying to really give something that is niche, this was the start of the success of this type of business in the UAE. So if I had never taken these part-time jobs, I might have never learned the importance of listening and observing market trends and gaps, of course. At that age, I did not see that. I was too young to really appreciate this information that I am getting on a daily basis. But of course, later on, you will know how important it is to stay vigilant to the needs of your customers and to stay relevant to your market. My second story is about being approachable and relatable. Going back to Sheikh Zayed, may his soul rest at peace, he was known for his open door policy. He used to hold continuous and regular consultations with the country's citizens all the time. He used to follow the open door policy, and he used to always listen to the people, listen to their needs, listen to their concerns, and he was always connected to the people, and he was highly approachable. And his vision, driven by a passionate belief in leading by example. And this way, a key essence behind his progressive, socio-economic, sustainable development and humanitarian vision. So I was really impressed of the way that this visionary man was connected to his people. And this connectivity to the people made the whole country so special, because he always had his finger on the pulse of what is happening and how to make it better and how to listen to the people. And I believe through my journey, with all the business experience that I have, I think this was my most inspirational lesson that I've learned was from Sheikh Zayed. So, when we started the business, we used to do everything. We started from scratch. We had no capital. We started with $10,000 loan, and we used to do everything. We used to do cashiering. We used to clean the stores. We used to offload containers. We used to do everything. And that's why we know the business from down up. Now, until the day, I really take a great pride in walking through our extended network of stores and connecting with the people, connecting with the staff, connecting with the customers, observing, the business realm that we operate, and to make sure that, you have your finger on the pulse of the people, what the customers want, and what your staff are thinking of and they are aspiring to. So what really the late Sheikh Zayed applied in the country, I try to apply it on my small business in comparison. So the business that we have built 30 years ago evolved really, and we have made the advice we received with the insights of the younger and agile workforce, because to run and maintain a successful business, you must remove all labels and maintain inclusive workplace where all voices are heard and all ideas are taken into consideration. So keep humbling yourself with the knowledge that you only grow by embracing the ideas and innovations of the people around you. My third story is about empathy and inclusivity. Late Sheikh Zayed was known and celebrated for being visionary. He placed great emphasis on education and on individual and social empowerment. This included addressing the welfare of the less fortunate for both in the UAE and for others around the world. No matter what business you choose to be in, always make conscious decision to give back and promote equally. It is humbling to have seen both sides of the coin. There were days that I struggled and others that I thrived. It was, however, the people that believed in me and in our vision that paved the way to where we are today. We can never do it on our own. Make sure to be there for the ones that you care for and love, and never be afraid to share what you have. Many of my life lessons were honed by my circle and influenced by the people I encountered. It's never about how much or how little you have. It's always about you and what you as an individual offer. Make sure to choose kindness and respect above all. Everyone around us is fighting and pushing through a battle that we might know little or nothing about. There's definitely more to this than meets the eye, and remembering to show interest and compassion to the people around us will help us as individuals make more conscious and meaningful decisions. We are fortunate to live in a country that is as diverse and open as the UAE. Immerse yourself in different cultures, languages, and traditions. Appreciate all the differences, and respect everyone equally. Never stop learning, and never stop appreciating what you have. We are really fortunate beyond our realization, and may we continue to inspire the new generation to give back the same way the founders and leaders of this nation did. God bless the UAE, and may this nation continue to be the land of opportunities for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Toufic Kreidieh, for your inspiring story and presentation and speech. Thank you so much.